Hello, everybody. Welcome to another individual song reaction. We're back with more Led Zeppelin as always. You know the drill. So today we're doing In My Time of Dying. This is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I wasn't given the wrong link, this is In My Time of Dying from Earl's Court in 1975. Same year that Physical Graffiti came out, I think, if I'm not mistaken. This was one of my lesser favorites, let's put it that way, off of Physical Graffiti. It was mainly just that I felt like it didn't warrant its length. It wasn't necessarily the content of it. As far as their more bluesy songs go, it's one that I like more, but it was just so long that I had gotten kind of burnt out on it within the first like 3 to 5 minutes. And that was like the first third or half of the song. So maybe a live performance will kind of change my mind on the song, or I will prefer the live performance more. Let's see how it goes. But here is In My Time of Dying from the, I believe, Mothership release, which was Earl's Court 1975. So let's see how this goes.
The song that came from the deep south of America and ended up consequently in Earl's Court. Would you believe? Take my body home. Well, so I could die easy. Woo, somebody make me die easy. Well, so I could
before it continues. Side note, I think that I am enjoying this more so far than the studio version, even though the studio version isn't that different from this. But sometimes like a band's live presence can just elevate the music that they do. This is going to be like sacrilegious to compare, but one of the first bands that I had gotten into when I got into music like 13 years ago in any serious capacity was Coldplay. And they have a very specific intentional live presence when they do their concerts. They have full aesthetics to their design and their outfits and everything like that. And there's plenty of bands that do that. But that was my first exposure to it. And just seeing some of their songs performed live elevated those songs for me because I got to kind of see them personified in a way. And Led Zeppelin they did the same thing, where it kind of helps to sort of see them do the music because it personifies the music in a way. So even like some of the lesser, or not lesser, but songs that I don't like as much from the studio albums, I tend to usually enjoy them a bit more, in the live performances of Led Zeppelin. And that seems to be the case here so far.
Jesus, oh my Jesus, hear me Jesus, oh my oh my Jesus, open the door and let me in.
It's crazy that he's playing this whole song with a metal slide on one of his fingers with all these riffs. Cough. There it is, folks. There it is. Yeah, I honestly, like I said before about how some songs tend to like kind of present themselves a little bit better live because you can see the emotion and the performance through it. I think that Led Zeppelin's blues tracks, especially like Since I've Been Loving You, is a good example, and this as well. Helps to kind of showcase the emotion because blues is pretty much solely about emotion, and being able to see that performed live, kind of like physically and visually, I think it helps to kind of convey the music. So I think by and large, I prefer Led Zeppelin blues tracks performed live. For that reason in particular, because I think I prefer this to the studio version in that way. It's much more engaging and compelling, and it didn't quite feel its length like it did on the studio version. Because like I said, by 3 or 5 minutes in, I had kind of gotten not bored, but just kind of was like, okay, I get it, and then there was nothing new that had really happened on the studio version. But with this, with the live performances, you have a little bit more variety, a little bit more spontaneity, which I think kind of helps the tracks a little bit. So anyway, that is In My Time of Dying from the Mothership concert release. And that is all I have for you guys. Until next time, Godspeed.